Hey, so about 40 miles from Topaz Mountain is UDig Fossils. Probably more like 60 miles, but I'm bummed. I'm out here because I got the invite to dig out here for the day. So I'm gonna come out here and we're gonna see what kind of stuff we can pull out. I've never really dug for fossils before. I've always dug for gems and rocks, but you know, always hasn't been a very long time. And so I'm gonna give you an idea what the place looks like and a quick tour. So we're up here in the parking area and we got the porta potties behind me. This area of Utah, the Great Basin, is just gorgeous. Hard to deny that. I'm actually surprised my phone is still working as a camera so well because I broke the screen 2 days ago. But it's just gonna have to sit like this, all taped up, and hopefully stay together for a little while longer because I don't have the time to spend to get it fixed, or honestly the cash and to finish my trip. So that was the parking area. This is the road you pull up on. And the dig site, or here's the shop, I should say. There's our prices. Stuff you can find is obviously worth money or those prices wouldn't be charged, right? Here's our gift shop. Some of the cool stuff they have. Little shade area, cut and bench over there. I was supposed to be here a couple of days ago, but the fiascos that we had over at the Topaz Mountain sort of kept me behind, and then I hit some nice spots and that kept me behind too. So I got the excavator right here. Beautiful scenery. And here's the pit where we got some people digging. You guys sounded real happy a couple of minutes ago. Did you hit something good? Yeah? Did you get something good? Found a good negative positive side.
Well, it's just this is the, I guess this is the positive.
And it's soft. That stuff is soft. It's wet.
And that's what we're going to be looking for right there.
Yeah, I see another one there.
I'm glad you found it like that because I plan on breaking up big rocks.
Pretty much. Well, she was pecking away at this one and just was taking layers off and found the other half. Found a bunch of good ones.
Nice. Hit a nice little hot spot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now if we can get it out of there without screwing it along.
Well, I broke my tripod 2 days ago, so this whole video is going to be done by hand. And that's what we're looking for. Before you do that, do you think you might want to shave this other piece off and see if you have more on that section?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And I'm going to record you doing that.
His name is Art, by the way.
Art is the one digging right now. Say hi to the people, Art.
Hi.
the value of your big one if you get it all off in one slab. And now I gotta go and sign some paperwork and stuff so I can start doing this too. Bye. So I myself spent all of about 15 minutes breaking, chiseling apart some of the shale, and I got me a really nice cluster. This is actually only half of it. This is the bottom half of it. Cluster right there. Got trilobites there and there and there and there and there and there and some other stuff over here. And then here's the top half of that. There and there and there. And there's actually two other pieces down there that have the other edges. This actually came out a little bit. If you look at this one, you can see there's some sticking out the side. So I don't know what it's worth, but it seems to be pretty cool to me. Everything else I was seeing was just like little parts and you know, one-offs, and there's like a whole cluster. So I already hit cluster. Yay! Our friend's been here for about an hour, and searching around, he found this amazing, monstrous one sitting inside of this rock that has a couple other small ones in it. It's a 3 or more, and this is 3 or more. This is an amazing piece he found right here out of here. That's great. So it's your boy Caleko, and I am out here at the UDig trilobite mine. I don't know if that's what they call it, but it's a UDig site. So at all of the places that I've been at, I've sort of directed somebody on places to dig. And when I was at Ruck's Pit, a kid and his father pulled out a $3,000 shell. I have a picture of that I'll put inside of this video later. Over at the Topaz mine, I gave a girl a rock to break open, and she broke open a calcite and topaz forest, an amazing piece. So I was throwing some rocks at my friend over here, Lee, and this is what came out of them. And those are some pretty amazing pieces. Hell yes. Those could have been mine, but one, I like to help people, and two, I'm being a lazy bastard today and only doing what I have to. Bye. Visit UDig, it's worth it.
You want to keep this one, then? That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
This is actually a nice imprint. It actually looks like really, it's starting to narrow. This could be the Pygidium, so that could be a Elrathia kingi. And that's a trilobite. The trilobite.
And the top is broken off, right?
Yeah, there's nothing underneath there. You can usually tell because it's where it's raised right here.
Uh-huh.
And this one is a Acephiscus wheeleri. Because it's got, yeah.
Something I haven't talked about in any of my videos yet, but is a pretty constant thing around the UDig sites around the country is like this sign says behind me. Most of the employees at mines are people that love to dig for minerals, jewels, and fossils. Most of them are not getting an hourly wage or even a daily wage. Most of them are living in, you know, their tents or their RVs or their cars or their whatever, you know, trying to just survive and rock hound and have a good time of the summer. And tips are a big part of that. A lot of places aren't as good to their helpers as UDig is to place a giant sign out here that says that they don't receive any income from the mine. So it's just sort of an unspoken thing that I didn't even know about, you know, my first mining trip. And I didn't tip the lady that helped me that day, and I totally should have. Although I do plan on going back there and doubling the tip that day. So if you like the mine, if the staff helped you out, make sure you show them with some appreciation out of your pocket. It goes a long way. And you never know, if you tip somebody at the beginning of the day, what they're going to give you by the end of the day that they find just walking around, because they're here all the time and they got the access. So I would sort of think about it like I like to tip my bartenders. When I go and get a drink, I give the bartender $5 right out the gate, not for the drink, for his pocket, because for the rest of the night, I know my drinks are going to be good. I'm not going to be served weak drinks. You should think of it the same way. If you start out your mining trip by giving the help at the mine a $20 bill, you might end up walking out with a $100 specimen. It really does work that way. So, food for thought. So you want fresh material? You don't just want to bang on what you see around? Need a nice pry bar. An area. There's trilobite on that. You don't want to just throw anything away or start breaking it stuff until you clean it off, because you might end up having a big piece of trilobite sitting there. You see me? One fresh piece to break on. Two fresh pieces to break on.
One of those nice pieces did vibrate apart,
Oh no.
but not the big one that someone was chiseling at.
Awesome. I'm glad the big one didn't.
It was the imprint one, the
Oh.
top and bottom. That's like,
Yeah.
she's gonna cut one of those pieces of petrified wood for me. This would be cool.
What pieces of picture? Oh, you got some. Oh, she'll cut the what you got in the car?
Just
That's
one piece.
cool. Well, you know she works for tips, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, I saw the sign.
Keep that sort of stuff. That's really cool they put that sign up. A lot of the other mines should do that.
I've got the obsession now, man. I gotta get going. I gotta drive halfway to Nevada tonight.
See, this is what I was going for. This is what I want to break out. Like, all this small stuff is great because I might find some good pieces in it, but these don't move out of the camera way. But pieces like this have the potential to have large sections or plates with trilobites in it, and that's really what I'm looking for. I want something that has big money, and big money's in big rocks. So this hole up here that I pulled a bunch of rocks out, I got a graveyard piece. I can't remember what she calls it, like a master something or another. And it's because it has 3 or more full trilobite bodies in it. I got the top and the bottom of it. And then I'm so worked out from Topaz Mountain that I pulled some stone out and let Lee dig through it. And Lee found some big, amazing, nice trilobites. So I figured I'd come down here and try this hole again. While I'm doing that, my tripod's broken, so everything has to be shot by hand. I'm going to tell you about how to work this stone. So what you want to do is you want to look at it for how you think you can get it to crack in a line down. Like on this one, I was tapping it along this line with a hammer and chisel until that broke off. See if I can get some camera angle. All right, I know you can see the bucket, so I'm gonna chisel right where that bucket is. And I got me a little camera angle. So, you want to take your piece, set it how you want it, pick your line. Sometimes you can see little vugs almost, or trilobite bodies. Couple taps, move about an inch. 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 You can do that down the sides too. Couple taps, and then bang, you have a nice little, there you are. You have a nice little plate fall off. Now there's nothing there. But that doesn't mean there ain't nothing in this thing. You also want to make sure your chisel is pointed straight down, because then that carries the shock waves straight through the rock in a line. This shale out here is really wet compared to what I'm used to, and so compared to any shale I've really seen. It breaks off very unevenly. It didn't all cool in one direction. Like, I can look at this piece of rock and I can tell that this piece cooled at this angle, and this one has sort of a curve to it, a turn. So, but I'm not getting nothing out of this thing yet, so I'm just gonna go for the center now. Ugh. My arm's getting tired because I've spent 5 or 6 days swinging a way big sledgehammer. But I got a really nice split out of that, and I got a massive graveyard too. 1 whole body, 2 whole bodies. There's a lot of bodies in this piece. Can you see all those in there? I'll just pick the camera up. Massive graveyard. And the other side of the massive graveyard. And that's how you get trilobite pieces out of the shale. Now next, I'm gonna break off 1 more piece of that big rock, hoping to find a big piece of trilobite. So let's see if I can get a camera angle. Oh, needs to be angled more. Or I need to be up higher. All right. That's a better camera angle. Should have turned the camera off to do this. UDig also does mail order, so if you wanted to try and find your own trilobite fossils inside of some shale, you send them X amount of dollars and they send you some cherry-picked shale from an area that has trilobites in it. Although from what I saw today, pretty much it's not hard to find them inside of their claim. There's a lot of trilobites. So the blue tarp behind me is for any of you mail order people. That's your cherry-picked stuff. I assume it's got some good stuff in it, but the sun's going down and it's time for me to go. So order some. So I'm finishing up my day out here at the UDig trilobite farm, pit, mine, whatever you want to call it. And it's been a good day. I found some mortality plates right out the gate. I spent most of my time today helping other people. There was a lady here today who was on her birthday, 65th birthday. I helped her find a couple of nice trilobites and her husband a nice mortality plate. And I helped a gentleman named Lee find a couple of good pieces, and that was pretty much my day. UDig is a good place to be. They have a wet saw. They have good staff that's going to help you out, you know, as long as they're not busy helping somebody else out. It's definitely worth the trip. You find stuff as long as you're looking, you know. I mean, you find stuff on the top. You find stuff by breaking apart the shale. The main trick is to try and break apart the shale in slabs and plates to try and find, you know, as much as you possibly can at one time. So I definitely give it a 4 stars. Once again, you can't get 5 stars unless you got amenities that are closer. Although they have more amenities than other people, like some running water and a porta potty. Porta potty. So that's pretty much it. It's if you're going to go out to the Great Basin in Utah, I would definitely say that it's hard to not want to go to UDig, and it's hard to not want to do Topaz Mountain in the same trip. They're both worth it. And if you're trying to make a buck off digging crystals or digging fossils, they're both places that you can do that. So that's it for the one on UDig. Like my videos, like my Facebook post, share, subscribe, please. Bye.